Here we have a 2020 69 plate BMW 330i M Sport. Now with this vehicle you do get 4 18-inch alloy wheels, all in excellent unmarked, unscratched condition, as you can see just there, complemented by the blue M Sports calipers just behind. The vehicle itself is finished in a beautiful Portimao blue exterior paintwork, which really does look fantastic, especially on a sunny day like today. We've then got a full M Performance kit on this vehicle, which includes a black front splitter you can see just here, which does give the vehicle a very aggressive look in my opinion. Got a fantastic headlights with the daytime running lights built in, not currently on at the moment. Got our second alloy wheel, again excellent unmarked, unscratched condition. M badging at the side. We've then got our black side skirt at the bottom just there, colour coded wing mirrors and door handles, privacy glass for the rear passengers with black trim around the windows, shark fin antenna on top. Here's a quick look at that interior for you as well. We've then got our third alloy wheel. As we come to the back, we do have both front and rear parking sensors, as well as a reversing camera and things like parking assist, as you'll see more of when we get inside. We've got our dual exhaust tips, one on either side. Open up the boot, there's a quick look at that camera for you as well. Open up the boot, we've got a great amount of space in here, as you can see just there. Close that up. We've got our black spoiler lip. We've also got the black rear diffuser, and as you can see the vehicle is free from any major marks, dents or scratches. Now here's a closer look at that last alloy wheel. Moving on to the interior, we'll start at the rear. We've got a full black Vinesca leather interior, which looks absolutely fantastic. Incredibly comfortable seats as well. We've got ISO fixed points within these seats. In the middle we've got some temperature controls just there. On the door we've got our electric window, brushed metal handle, integrated speakers and additional storage. We've also got some leather trim just there as well. Moving on to the front, we've got that same familiar black Vinesca leather. Again, how fantastic do these seats look. On the doors we've got our integrated speakers, we've got electric power folding wing mirrors, electric window controls, lock and unlock button with the brushed metal handle and the integrated storage again. We've then got our auto lights on the right as we step in. We'll start the vehicle up, foot on the brake, start stop button like so. There we go. As you can see we have got our digital display just there. I'll just get on mileage up actually, I'll turn the car off and on again. There you go. As you can see we have covered just over 1,300 miles and we are free from any warning lights on the dashboard, as you can see when I start it up just there. Now a great thing about this digital display is it will actually change when we change driving modes. So as you can see down here, which I'll show you a bit more in depth of later, we've got different driving modes like Eco Pro, Comfort and Sport. So the display will actually change for you depending on which mode you're in. You can see we've got our navigation in the middle as well as our media on the right. We've then got our multifunctional steering wheel with things like speed limiter and cruise control, phone controls, volume controls, etc. Paddle shifters just behind for taking manual control of the gears. We've got our auto wiper stalk on the right just there. In the middle we've got our infotainment screen, so at the moment you can see we've got navigation on display. We've then got different forms of media connectivity. On here you'll find things like DAB radio, Spotify, music collection and Bluetooth audio, as well as screen mirroring. We've then got phone connectivity, so we can connect our phones via Bluetooth to make calls or listen to music. And whilst we're on the topic of phones, if we go into apps you'll see we do have both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto just there as well. Really great feature to have. There's another look at some more of the apps we do have in this vehicle. Very high tech. Now if I put the vehicle into reverse, you'll see we do have a visual display on our right of the front and rear sensors, as well as a reversing camera. And on our right here, you'll see we've got features like parking assist, reversing assistant as well, and we can also make changes to the camera picture there too. Now if we go back into park, another great feature that we do get with these vehicles, if we just go into 1 second. There we go. If we just go into car, into settings, and then across to interior lighting, we do have ambient lighting with this vehicle as well, with a huge array of colours to choose from, and that looks absolutely fantastic at night time. Now coming back, We've then got our different driving modes, like I showed you before. We've got Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport. And then for each one, you'll see we've got things like Sports Plus or Individual. And with the Individual, we can actually configure things to our specific needs. So we can actually change driving characteristics in each mode as well, which is a great feature to have. Now moving down, we've got things like Intelligent Safety. You can see just there, which makes this an incredibly safe vehicle to drive. We've got our dual zone climate controls with so you can control each side of the vehicle's temperature independently. We do also have heated seats for both front passengers, which works exactly as you would expect. We've also got some convenient shortcuts like max air conditioning. So if you press that, the air conditioning will come on at full blast, as you can hear just there. We've then got our stereo controls with traffic alerts on the left. Got this lovely silver looking trim. Open that up, we've got some additional storage. We've got a USB, 12-volt connectivity, and 2 good sized cup holders. Close that back up there. We've then got our shortcuts for the infotainment screen, as well as our control wheel and touchpad, which is what I've been using to control the infotainment screen for this demonstration. We've got our gear stick. If you're not familiar with these, we've got reverse, neutral, drive, and then if we flick it across to the left, we then go into sport mode, or manual mode if we go up or down. So we can actually change down or up a gear like so. So you've actually got the choice of using the gear stick or the paddle shifters, whichever you're more comfortable with, if you do want to take manual control of the gears. We've got things like traction control, a button for our parking sensors, start-stop technology, and we've got our engine start-stop button just there. Then got our mode selects, electronic handbrake with auto hold as well. Last but not least, we've got our soft touch leather armrest, which does also double up as storage. We've got a USB-C connection in there as well. Now the vehicle is ready to drive away today with free next day nationwide contactless delivery, competitive low finance, a fresh service, and it's also HPI clear. That's all from me in this video. Thank you for watching.
Here we have the video test drive of this BMW 330i M Sport 69 plate. Now the purpose of this video test drive is to show that the vehicle drives exactly how you'd expect it to. As you can see, I'm not going to fight or wrestle with the steering wheel to keep it in a straight line. Now I do have paddle shift if we wish to take the car into manual mode, so I'm going to take over now. So I'm now in 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, back up to 4th, into 5th, and then I'm going to let the car take over by just letting go of the paddle shift. Now we do also have cruise control and speed limiter on the left hand side of the multifunction steering wheel. Now to activate, simply just press the middle button at the bottom and then it'll go to the nearest miles per hour. To go up by 1, press up on the dial, which is just above it very slightly, and then if you want to go to the nearest 5 miles an hour, push up until you feel a bit of a click and then it'll adjust to the nearest 5 miles an hour. Now we do have a full digital dash in front of me, where we have the satellite navigation in the centre, and on the left hand side we have the speedo. On the right hand side we do have the rev counter. By the rev counter you can change the screen, so currently I do have what's going on for the media, so it's currently DAB, but you can also change it to lateral Gs, your MPG consumption, and many different other settings. Now I do have a full touchscreen satellite navigation screen in the centre, where we do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as satellite navigation, DAB radio, as well as Spotify. We have Bluetooth media connectivity, and we also have Bluetooth phone connectivity. But right now, I'm going to take a left at the roundabout, as you would if you were driving this vehicle today. Currently, there's a lot of traffic, so this video test drive is going to be a bit longer than usual, but that gives me more time to talk about the different features we have inside of this car. Now, I do have very comfortable full leather seats with extended thigh support and also heated, so you can easily do 200, 300, even 400 miles in this vehicle and still get out feeling fresh. And for those cold winter mornings, the heated seats really do make all the difference. And for hot days like today, we also have ice cold aircon, which again really helps in this type of weather. Now I do have the BMW individual trim in this vehicle in different bits. We have it in the centre console, we also have it on the dashboard just there, and we also have the ambient lighting on the door cards just there, which really does make this car really quite homely inside. Like I said before, you can go into manual mode by using the paddle shift. You can also push the gear stick to the left and then it goes into manual, or S. So S meaning sport and M meaning obviously manual. So to go down, I'm going to push away from me, so I'm in second, pull towards me, I'm in third, into fourth, and to let the car take back over, simply push back to the right. Now, here at RS Car Sales, we are a 5-star dealership. We have over 305 star reviews on Google and Autotrader. If you read through the reviews, our customers really do reiterate the fact of how good we are to buy for and how caring of a company we actually are. So right now I'm coming up to the industrial estate where I'm going to take a right. I'm going to perform an emergency stop and put it straight into reverse just to show that the brakes work as they should, and so do the front and rear parking sensors and the rear reversing camera. So wait for traffic to pass and then I'll be able to pull in. So pulling in just now, and I'm going to do an emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. Hard onto the brakes, straight into reverse. As you can see, no issues whatsoever, and you can see the camera in the centre just there. Back into drive, again, no issues whatsoever. Now, if you're driving this car today, you'd be listening out for any unwanted knocks or bangs. And if you've been listening out during this test drive video, there hasn't been any, which is always something good about buying a used car. Now, if you haven't answered all of your questions and inquiries during this test drive and walk around video, please feel free to get in contact with the sales team, where they can answer any unanswered questions and also book you in for a test drive and a review of your selected car. But that's it from me, so thank you very much for watching.